I'm having a Braxton Hicks right now. My stomach feel hard rock. Just give me a minute. All right. Whew. Okay, I think I'm ready. Hi, how are you? My name is Gisselle, and I want to talk a little bit about my experience with my third trimester. I pretty much I'm not done yet with my third trimester. I'm 37 weeks pregnant in one day. But I feel like it's a lot of changing this last trimester that I don't want to forget the things, so that's why I want to film this video to remind myself. I don't know if I'm ever gonna post this for anyone, but I just want to keep it for myself and just to recap everything. I don't want to forget, because my mom forgot everything about her 2 pregnancies. Everybody I know that is a mom, they all like forget everything after they have their child for some reason. I don't know. I don't want that ever to happen to me again. I want to remember. It's let me start by saying that pregnancy is weird. Pregnancy is hard. It's not easy. And I consider my pregnancy wasn't that bad actually, and I still think it's hard. So sorry, I'm still a little bit out of breath. I mentioned I'm 37 weeks pregnant. By now my baby should be dropping because I'm getting closer to labor, but I still feel him. He's a boy. I still feel him here very high, and I still run out of breath when I speak. That's why I can't talk too loud or too fast. So, to recap, I found out I was pregnant at around 6 weeks, 6 to 7 weeks, I don't remember. The moment that I found out, it was because I was starting to feel nauseous at night, and my period obviously wasn't there. And I don't know, felt a little weird, didn't feel myself, like something was going on. And I took a pregnancy test, and yeah, it was positive. Soon after I found out, I was okay for a couple weeks, and then not for a couple weeks, for 1 week. I remember when I hit my 7 weeks pregnant, I felt the worst morning sickness ever. I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't hold anything. I couldn't even drink water. Water made me throw up. I remember being so hungry, but couldn't eat anything. And it was so frustrating. I wanted to cry. Like that frustrated. I tried every single thing people told me to try to make it feel, better and not so bad. But obviously it didn't work. It did not work. Some things helped me, like for example eating things like crackers, that's the name. Yeah. When I wake up, have a cracker, so I don't have an empty stomach all the time or for so long, because that made me nauseous. I'm not gonna give you too much detail because I did film something about my first trimester, so I have those details, but just for a recap, I felt bad, nauseous for 2 weeks, from week 7 through 9. And then at the 10th week, I started to feel better. Not 100%, because I would feel very good one day, and then the next day I would feel sick, probably at night. It was random. It wasn't like all day thing, but I will still have those moments of nauseous and throwing up, because I did throw up. It wasn't just nausea. I had vomit. Sorry, TMI. So that's it. When I hit my second trimester, magically everything stopped. Like, I had no symptoms. Like, I did not feel nausea or tired or swollen or nothing. I didn't even feel pregnant, and I was worried to myself, like, am I still pregnant? Because honestly, I felt normal again, and it was like magical. Some crampings once in a while. What else? A little. Oh, I remember the only thing that hated me on my second trimester was that I wanted to sleep so early at night. I couldn't stay up until late like I used to before. I used to, before pregnancy, go to bed like around midnight, like 11:30 midnight, and wake up at 7 a.m. Not this time. As soon as I got home after work, like around 7, I was like dying to sleep, and I forced myself like to take a shower, to eat something, like to, do a little bit of yoga or meditation before I go to bed. I couldn't. I just, as soon as I took a shower, I went to bed, and I was like dead sleep. So tired. But that's it. That's just the only thing that. Oh, and also I had weird vivid dreams. Like crazy dreams. And I started to have more, the urge to pee. That's how you say it. Once a night. It wasn't that bad because it was just once in the middle of the night. And that's it. It was a beautiful second trimester. Like, honestly, beautiful. I started to show a bump. It was really cute. I really enjoyed feeling like pregnant finally, because I started to have a bump around like 17 to 18 weeks. It was a tiny little bump, but I felt like super pregnant already, because I was always so skinny. Around 26 weeks, that's when I had my first baby shower. I'm sorry. Heartburn. We're getting there. So around 26 weeks after my baby shower, I remember feeling nauseous again, and I threw up. I had my first headache ever, and it was like intense. And I was like, whoa, what's this? Is this something that's gonna start now? And then it kind of stopped again for 2 weeks. I didn't feel again bad. A little bit of cramping because my belly was growing. But that was the end of my second trimester. It was a beautiful second trimester. Around week 28, that's when hell started. Don't want to scare you, but things got really crazy. Since then, I started to have like acid, heartburn. How do you say acid reflux? Yeah, when you eat and you have this sensation of like something burning. It was very uncomfortable. It is, because I'm still having that once in a while. I started to have, you guys, leg cramps. Some of you call them Charlie horses. I don't know. I just know them as leg cramps in Spanish. The worst cramps in my life. In the middle of the night, like non-stop, I would wake up to go to pee. Like now on my 3rd trimester, I go to pee like every hour. So I started to go more frequently to the bathroom. That was like 2-3 times at night. And then I started waking up for leg cramps. That was very painful. I had headaches, back pain, knee pain, crazy. But then I just suddenly could wait to go to sleep very late like I used to before. I was not that tired at night like I was on my 2nd trimester. My boobs were never sore. I mean, yeah, 1 or 2 times during the pregnancy. Not a whole thing, like a whole day thing. No. For my boobs, it was fine. But it started to show some colostrum. Like it's the first sign of milk showing. Like I had my shirt one morning wet and I was like, what's this? And I looked on the internet and it was like colostrum. I started to lose my breath. I can't talk too much. No, I can't talk. I'm feeling very tired again. Braxton Hicks. Oh my god, terrible Braxton Hicks. Around week 30, I had a car accident as well, and since then, my baby almost came out, like he wanted out. Contractions hit me really bad, and I had to go to the hospital to me to stop the contractions, and with medicine, I stayed there for 24 hours. But after that day, once in a while, contractions comes and goes, and they're very painful to me. Around week 34, 35, I started to have a lightning crotch. That's like a shooting pain in your vagina. Like you can be sitting watching TV doing nothing, like feeling okay, and suddenly out of nowhere you feel this shooting pain in your vagina, and it's very uncomfortable. Fortunately, it comes and goes like too fast. It doesn't stay there long, but when it comes, trust me. And it's like, ooh, you feel like you should stop breathing or talking or doing whatever you're doing, and you would like hold your breath. You'll be like, and then it goes, and then you're like scared of it to come back. Usually it just happens once. It never comes back like right away until next day. And I started to sleep in separate rooms than my boyfriend because my nights are just so busy, so crazy. I have to stand up, I have to sit down, I have to walk, I have to move, I have to go to pee. I am not comfortable in any position. Everything bothers me, everything hurts me. And it got to a point where he couldn't sleep because of me, and I felt bad because he had to go to work. And so we decided to sleep in separate bedrooms, so for him to rest and for me to rest as well, because he snores. So the couple minutes that I have of sleeping, I need to take advantage of those. And sometimes he would snore and I'm like No. Another thing to worry with my pregnancy. So it's just the lack of sleep, the worst thing during the third trimester. Like, if I were to sleep and then during the day have to deal with all the symptoms, I think I would be okay and not so tired. But I think your body is just so smart and start to train you for the lack of sleep that you're gonna have when your baby gets here. People say that I should be like resting now, but trust me, I tried, but my body doesn't let me rest. If it's not the leg cramp or the urge to pee or the acid reflux or whatever, lightning crush, or whatever, headaches, nausea came back. Yes, it comes back. It isn't that bad. I haven't thrown up yet, but almost. Like I have medicine for that, so that helps. What I was saying. Oh, you know what's a thing people say? Pregnancy brain. Yeah, I definitely have pregnancy brain. That's like, you forget things so easy. Like everything all the time. I had to write down everything I have to do, otherwise I'm gonna forget. Things that people talk about, like symptoms that I didn't get, that I remember, the smell sensitivity. I did not have that. What else? I'm sorry, I'm running out of breath. Or cravings. I did not crave at all, like something specific, like people say. No, I did, and I am still craving sweets. I mean, I notice I want more sweet things, not something specific, but I know that I need something sweet during my third trimester. I was never a sweet person. Like, I always wanted salty stuff, snacks. Not this time. I used to never think about donuts or cupcakes. I was not that type of person at all. I will always prefer salty. But out of nowhere, I'm like, I need chocolate. I need chocolate. And I want ice cream. And anything sweet. One day, I just really wanted a milkshake. And I was working, and I was like, where will I get a milkshake? Like, I started looking at Uber Eats, and I found a place like 30 minutes away from me. And I'm like, is it gonna arrive here? I tried to order it to see if it's gonna arrive, and they accepted the order, and they sent me. It wasn't that creamy anymore. It was a little bit like liquidy, like milk, but it tasted good. I just wanted it so bad, something sweet that day, I remember. But that was once. It's not like an everyday thing. So craving's not something crazy that happened to me. Oh, the swelling thing, like your hands and your feet, or no, that didn't happen to me either. Well, I'm 37 weeks. It could happen this last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Stretch marks, no stretch mark at all. But it could happen. That's the thing. Like, the worst things happen at the end of pregnancy. So you can't just call victory yet. Depression, hormonal. Like, I cry so much, you guys, for no reason, or for just I don't know, for watching a dog video, for listening to a mom talking to their kids on the street, anything, because today is a rainy day. I don't know, I would cry like somebody hurt me or something, like deep cries. Like I need those cries. I go to bed and I think like I'm gonna let it out. I don't even know what I should let it out, but I just need to cry. And the thing is that I don't feel good, I mean better after I cry like I should when you are like stressful. I think it's because I feel guilty maybe most of the time for complaining or something, because I know some people close to me that can't have kids and now I'm pregnant, or because my brother has a son and I'm gonna have a son, and I wanted my mom to have a granddaughter. And then I feel guilty, like my son will think that I didn't want him, and you know, those things. Yeah, I cry for those things, feel guilty. I feel bad with my body because I don't exercise. I try, but I just honestly can't with this huge belly in the middle of my legs. And I thought this was gonna be a shorter video or easier video, but I think I have so many things, so many details. Probably I will just write them down and make a shorter video, just symptoms. I'm still coming to work, but overall I think I'm feeling good overall. Like I don't feel like I'm dying or that I need to be in bed rest. I still walk, I still come to work. I feel bad sometimes, like now with the Braxton Hicks and out of breath, but because he is so big now, more than 6.5 pounds. I gained 21 pounds on my last prenatal visit. They weighed me and I was 21 pounds over my initial weight. For sure, I think I grew more in 2 weeks because I feel so heavy right now, heavier than before. So probably I'll be around, I don't know, 25 pounds now. We'll see, I'll let you know. If I'll let you know. So that's it for now. I hope I can make a video for the last 3 weeks of my pregnancy. And I hope I mentioned everything. So bye.